This time on Kings of the Wood, we tackle 3 ambitious timber projects that test our skills to the limit.
Well, good luck trying to get that out of there.
This isn't going to work, is it?
As Robin uses traditional techniques on a contemporary build,
Moment of truth, I guess. See if it all fits together.
Karis gets risky with resin,
I cannot tell you what a relief this is for this mould to be coming off.
and I take on my biggest project yet.
That's nice and tight. Fingers crossed. It takes the weight.
Welcome to our woods. A magical workplace where beautiful handmade objects come to life.
This is the moment of truth.
All crafted by us, a team of passionate woodworkers.
Mwah.
There's Saf,
I want it to look like it's an explosion of gold.
Ella,
I've poured a lot of my heart into this.
Karis,
Yes! I did it!
Robin,
The finish on that is so smooth.
Michaela,
I opted for a vintage machine, but they do give me a bit of a workout.
and me, Alex.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be huge, isn't it?
Together, we join forces
You ready? Beast, isn't it?
What a beast.
to create truly unique items
Oh, wow.
I'm honest, I'm gobsmacked. I am gobsmacked.
for people who really deserve them.
I couldn't have got through it without you. I just wanted to do something that was for you.
Oh, wow. Yes! I love that.
Oh my gosh!
We are the Kings of the Wood. It's the start of a new day here in the woods. First things first, a spot of breakfast for the gang.
Morning, guys. How'd everyone sleep?
Just having this recurring nightmare about you checking my work. Everywhere I look, I see a Saf coming round with his set square and his tape measure.
Do you guys ever have any dreams about what you're working on?
All the time. I keep a little notebook by the side of my bed for when I wake up in the middle of the night, because I have some of my best ideas then.
3 in the morning, and you suddenly go, I've worked it out.
Yeah.
I've got it. And you suddenly go, why have I chosen now to work out all the construction of it?
I mean, my notebook has just got 9 a.m. Ask Saf.
I might be needing Saf's advice sooner rather than later, as it looks like our first guest has arrived in the woods.
Hello.
Hello.
My name's Alex.
Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you, Matt. What brings you to our wood today?
I would like to get something made for my friend Kirsty.
Tell me about Kirsty.
Kirsty's a very, very good friend of mine, and her therapy dog, Scooter.
Therapy dog Scooter.
Therapy dog, Scooter, the surfing therapy dog.
Whoa. Surfing therapy dog.
Yes, Scooter, he is an incredible little therapy dog for Kirsty, but he also loves to surfboard.
So, I mean, what prompted Kirsty to need a therapy dog?
Kirsty developed PTSD through her work, and we became such good friends because I've got PTSD as well.
Okay, so you
And so
shared
we've got that common bond. I got my PTSD through my time in the army, and I knew about Kirsty and Scooter, and we started chatting on Facebook, and then we met up for a coffee.
Yeah.
And the instant we met, Scooter was almost like nudging up to me,
Okay.
and so he recognised that there was something there as well.
And just wanted to help.
Yeah, and just wants to help.
That's fascinating, isn't it?
And they go out to hospitals, they go to police stations, ambulance
Oh,
stations.
so they actually do a lot of work in the community.
A lot of work in the community.
What a great pair.
They're awesome.
And you've obviously felt the benefit of this.
Yeah, hugely. Yeah, hugely. Yeah, definitely, because, you know, he helps me get out on the water because I've got a morbid fear of the sea.
Wow, so you wouldn't go near it before, and
No.
Scooter's helped you get in there?
He's helped me slowly in the shallow bits. He'd be on the paddleboard with me.
Yeah.
And normally he'd be right out on the front.
Yeah.
And now we're slowly getting further and further out, getting more and more confidence.
It's fascinating. Well, we need to make them something then,
We
don't
do,
we?
I think we do.
We need to make them something really special. Have you got any ideas? Anything we can
They
sort
love
of-
being outside, they love relaxing together.
Okay.
They spend a lot of time in the garden.
As they like to relax in the garden, and it sounds like they're pretty tireless in their work,
Yeah,
we can maybe make them a hammock.
that would be really, really good.
You leave that with me, Matt, and I'll make sure we do them
something that's just a beautiful creation, shows how much they're appreciated.
Brilliant, thank you.
Good
Thank
to
you.
meet you, Matt. Take care.
Hammocks are normally strung between two trees, but I've got a plan for an all-timber construction with a heavyweight base and diagonal struts that will hold the cradle of the hammock. But the wood worship doesn't stop there, as I want to make the actual cradle using timber too. If I can make some wooden slats that are curved and got holes in it each side for that rope to run through, perhaps a knot between each one to hold them in a nice space, then I think we could have a structure that will work. Usually, I'll start a project and think there's one element of it that's really going to take some concentration. This one's got a lot of elements that are going to take some work. This is my biggest build to date, so I need some heavy-duty timber, which is why I'm using planks of beech and sapele. And whilst it might look like I'm lying down on the job, there is method to my madness. This isn't going to work, is it? I'm going to need a hand. Luckily, I've managed to convince Ella and Karis to be the muscle whilst I measure up.
Lead us. You
Right, so the idea is this. If you could pick up one of these each for me, they're not light. And then that's pretty much it. If you can sort of hold it next to that plank, and then the idea is if I can lie next to it, like this.
This is going to be
fit.
massive.
It's going to be huge, isn't it? But then
Not very comfy there.
I can work out what angle we're at.
Right.
So I know I can make that one the same size. I can do the length of it and work here. Can you grab that? Say, oh, got it. And basically, we've got a 13-foot hammock. Well, I hope she likes it in her garden, because it's going to be a bit of a structure. Thanks so much for your help.
I can't wait to see you make this.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah, well, I'm only over there if you need a hand.
Lovely.
Show.
Thank you very much.
In a bit.
I've made the first steps on my hammock project, and now it's Robin's turn to get started, as his visitor has just arrived in the woods.
Hello.
Good morning.
How can I help you today?
I'm Claire, and there's just someone very special that I'd like to say thank you to.
Yeah?
Adrian, his name is.
OK.
And I run a charity in Portsmouth, Pompey in the community.
Yeah?
The charity's linked to the football club, but we do all sorts. We run a programme for the homeless and take them out all over the place. If they're not able to get out, we go to people delivering 400 or 500 food parcels a week. And we've got a very special little car. It's all branded up for the charity. And it got vandalised and somebody stole the front grille radiator. And yeah, it was quite sad. So we just put it on social media to see if anybody knew anything. And Adrian just contacted us out of the blue and said, I can sort that for you.
Really?
So took the Mini away. Came back, all done, new parts, and then from there, you know, we chatted and he said, oh, perhaps I can do a few other things to help. So he owns a garage and they were then doing our minibuses and our vans and everything to sort of keep the charity functioning. And the amazing thing is that he's never charged a penny for any of this. It's all just out of the goodness of his heart.
So, Adrian, tell me a bit more about him.
Loves the outdoors, loves his cycling, plays a bit of golf, but I think cycling is his big love.
What sort of cyclist is he?
Mountain biking.
Oh, OK. I mean, if we were going to make something for him, what do you think would be suitable?
Possibly something to help him keep his bike bits in order. You know what it's like with a helmet and things, you just chuck it in the cave and, you know, it's not looked after. So something that would sort of sort his bits out would be really useful.
I suppose with all that gear, it'd be quite nice to kind of maybe compartmentalise it.
I think that'd be great.
Maybe even hang the bike up.
Even better.
All right, brilliant. Well, if you leave it with me, I'll give you a call when I'm done.
Lovely. I'll look forward to that.
Great stuff. Lovely to meet you.
Cheers. Bye.
See you again soon.
I think a stylish bike storage rack will be a great way to thank Adrian for keeping the charity's vehicles on the road. But to ensure it's the pick of the peloton, I'm going to run my idea past Saf.
All right, Saf.
Hey, mate. How's it going?
Well, I've just met this really nice lady, Claire, who's got a friend, Adrian, that looks after their sort of charities' vehicles and stuff.
OK.
He's really into cycling and stuff, so I was thinking of maybe some sort of storage thing to go on the wall. But actually, hanging the bike up...
Have you seen them ones where they flip down with a little hook? Put the bike on, then it flips back up. Have you seen them?
I haven't seen them.
No?
No.
It's like a little lever arm sort of thing.
Kind of like the shelf comes down and you put the bike on it.
That's it. I mean, the actual shelf would have to be quite sturdy as well, just to take the weight of the mechanism.
Well, you know what? I'm thinking of making this in solid oak, like a fairly chunky one as well.
Wow.
So,
I can't wait to see that. It looks really good.
cheers.
Interesting.
Thanks, Saf.
Saf's suggestion of a folding shelf is spot on and will give Adrian's bike rack the functionality he needs. But as well as being practical, I want the rack to have the wow factor too, and I've got just the right timber.
I've just found the most beautiful planks of oak over in the woodshed, but it's going to need to be sectioned down.
I'm running the oak through the planer so that I'm left with planks of exactly the same width and thickness.
Say if you're making a box or a shelf or anything really, if your timber's out and it's not square, you're starting from a bad position. It's going to throw all the rest of your measurements out.
With my oak planks all in uniform shape, I just hope I can now transform them into a stylish hanging bike rack. I'd better get pedalling.
At our woodland workshop, Robin and I have made a start on our builds. Robin is crafting a bike rack with inbuilt storage for charitable mechanic Adrian, and I've made a start on a sizable hammock for mental health volunteer Kirsty. And next on my list is creating the unique wooden slats that will form the central cradle of my design.
So what I'm doing now is cutting down the timber for my slats. But I need these to flex. It needs to have a bend, almost like a smile in them, so that the weight of the person in the hammock is below the rope line. Now, I'm using sapele for the slats because cut thin enough, I'll get good flex in it, but I'll have good strength in it. But because I've used beech and sapele in stripes on the base of the hammock, I'm going to do the same in the slats. I'm going to need to cut 90 of these, so it's time to crack on.
I'm cutting my beech and sapele down into thinner strips of the same length. They need to be flexible when I fix them together, so I can turn them into curved slats for the wooden cradle.
Now, I've finished cutting all my slats. The idea now is that I'll sandwich and glue these together into a curved form so they're nice and comfortable in the hammock. Once I've got the right ones selected, I'm going to put them in a little mould like this, put a G-clamp on it and squash it down, glue them on the faces that need to set, and hopefully when I take that clamp off, it will stay in this position.
I want to use a liberal amount of wood glue between the timber strips so that they bond in the exact curve of my mould.
Now, there's 3 advantages to this technique. First one is it's actually a lot stronger than cutting a curved piece of wood. The other thing is it's a lot more comfortable, and also it's a lot more decorative. It'll just add a nice little bit of detail.
With Robin and I ploughing ahead on our builds, there's just one more project to get started here at the workshop. And this one's being handled by salvage specialist Caris.
Hey. Oh, hiya. I'm Caris.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
How can I help you?
So I'm looking to have a gift made for somebody really special to me.
And why is this person so special?
So it goes back a few years. I was 17 and for a while I'd had quite a few health issues. We thought it was glandular fever until I had a scan and I was told that I actually had stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hodgkin's lymphoma is a type of blood cancer. It's a really fast-growing one as well, so it was really serious and quite a scary time.
Terrible experience for anyone, but at that age.
Yeah, it's the last thing you expect as well. Nobody ever thinks as a teenager that they're going to go through cancer.
No.
Because of my age, that they didn't want me being treated on a regular cancer ward. They wanted me to go to a teenage cancer trust ward in London. I was so scared at the beginning. I thought it was going to be a horrible, horrible time for months. But that's where I met Rob. So he was kind of the nurse who would take care of my chemo on the ward.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Tell me more about Rob.
So he was just a massive rock throughout my whole treatment journey. He was always there to keep you cheerful and keep you smiling with all his jokes and just being his usual, like, funny self, or shoulder to cry on as well. Even if it wasn't necessarily like a sad time, I remember on my last day of chemo, just because of like the relief of it being nearly over. I cried, my mum cried, my dad cried, and then he cried.
Oh.
So we're all crying.
Oh, he sounds fantastic.
Yeah, he really is an amazing person.
You look amazing now, so are you all clear now and you're well?
Yeah, so this all actually happened around 5 years ago now. I have regular checkups and everything's good, but I actually haven't seen Rob in about 5 years now.
He's not going to recognise you.
No, he's really not. The last time he saw me, I was completely hairless.
Wow. So we're going to make something really, really special for Rob. Have you got any ideas of what we could make or things that he might like?
I think because he's a nurse, something that they could all share and enjoy would be really nice. For maybe something for the ward.
OK.
Maybe incorporating a rainbow.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's got a lot of connection to the NHS, and when you have your last chemo as well, you ring the bell and it's got a rainbow on the bell as well. Yeah.
I love this idea. Cogs are turning already, so I'm going to get working on it now, and then I'll give you a call when I've got something to show you.
Amazing, I can't wait.
Right, I'll see you soon then.
See you soon.
I want to make something that really does justice to Rob's colourful, caring nature. And I think I've got just the idea.
So I'm thinking maybe a coffee table or some sort of piece of furniture that everyone can enjoy. So I think maybe a small table makes sense. We can incorporate our rainbow into the top with resin. So it'll almost be like a stone slab or something. And I'd really like to create some sort of simple base out of wood as well. It can sometimes be a little bit tricky working with resin. You've got to take into account your drying times. You don't want to get any bubbles in it. You want an even surface as well. And you definitely don't want the resin escaping from the mould before it's dry. That's another issue where you can just come back and it's empty. If you touch it too soon, you could then mess it up, make dents in it, end up with bits of hairs in it and all sorts of things, or fingerprints. So there's a few little challenges to overcome with this, but I think it's going to be really great. I'm really excited.
First job on my list is pouring the resin for the multicoloured tabletop. I'm just hoping no wild animals decide to hop onto my workbench mid-flow.
A little bit nervous, to put it lightly, because obviously I am here in the woods doing it. I've only done resin once before, and it was a long time ago, and it was only a thin piece, whereas this is going to be quite a chunky slab.
First up, I'm mixing the resin with a chemical hardener. And I've only got a small window of time to get this all mixed up and ready to pour into the mould, before I can add the colour later on.
Right, those two parts look really thoroughly mixed now, which I'm going to pour the first lot into my mould now. There is no going back from this point. Let's do this. Woohoo!
I'm using my blowtorch to thin out this first layer of resin, which will burst any bubbles. It also has the added bonus of burning off any dust or particles that might settle in the resin when it hardens.
I made this mould out of melamine board, which has like a shiny surface, and the blue that you can see within that is actually a mould release PVA agent, which hopefully means that when this is done, I won't have to like chisel it off or saw it off. It should all come apart, and then I should be left with just the resin.
To get the thickness I need, I'm going to have to repeat this process 7 times. And in between each go, I've also got my heat gun to remove those pesky bubbles.
I'm happy so far, so let's get the colour in. I want to make almost like a bit of a tie-dye rainbow where I've got yellow in the middle and my other colours around the outside, and they can kind of mix on the edges. I think that will look really nice. It's a good yellow, isn't it? You only literally need a tiny amount of this stuff. It's really, really potent, really deep colour. And I want to try and keep it to the corners so that the colour spreads out from here. Oh, red's lovely. I want it to mix really well around the edges so that the edges of our table don't look strange. Yeah, I've done nothing else but think about this, dream about it. It's looking good. I think it's going to be all right.
On my bike rack project for cyclist Adrian, I'm using solid oak planks, as the rack needs to support the weight of Adrian's mountain bike. To add even more stability, I'm going to fix my oak pieces together using one of the strongest joints in woodworking.
The mortise and tenon joint is essentially a hole and peg. I'm going to cut down a bit of material here to create my tenon, which is going to slot all the way through and be visible on the outside face through the mortise hole.
These joints require pinpoint precision to be effective, so I'm making sure all my marking out is bang on.
To do that, I use two things. I use a marking gauge with a single pin on it and marking gauge with 2 pins on it.
These gauges allow me to mark out each joint exactly the same, without having to remeasure every one individually.
Because I've marked out my bit of wood with the marking gauges, it gives me a really good guide to see where I'm actually sawing. You literally let the saw do the work. The teeth are so fine that they just take a little bit of material out each time. There you go. That is the start of my tenon.
This is a chunky old joint, so I'm going to cut them into 2 separate tenons. This will create even more surface area, making the joint even stronger when it interlocks in the mortise. I'm going to cut away these areas I've marked with a pencil to form the separate tenons.
Next thing I want to do is create what's called a haunch, which is going into the mortise still, but it's not going all the way through. It makes the joint really, really strong, gives a really good, strong glue surface.
With 12 sets of tenons to craft, I've certainly got my work cut out, and each one needs to be millimetre perfect.
That is a beautifully cleaned up tenon. I've got to go and cut the other half now, which is the mortises. Now, the tricky thing about mortises is they need to line up with your tenons. You can't just kind of cut a hole anywhere and it all slots together. So the best way to mark out my mortises is to offer the pieces of wood that I'm actually going to cut them out from up against the tenons themselves.
With my mortises clearly marked, I can cut them out using a mortiser, which is basically a square chisel with a drill bit inside.
I'm actually making a rectangular slot, so I'm just going to slide my bit of wood up, bang on, cool. That looks pretty good to me. Take it back over the bench, clean it up. So just use that just to clear it up a little bit. Moment of truth, I guess. See if it all fits together. Not bad at all. Only 11 more to do.
In the woods, we're all hard at work on our builds. Robin is making a multifunctional bike rack for charitable mechanic Adrian, whilst Karis has poured the resin for cancer nurse Rob's rainbow coffee table. On my hammock build for mental health volunteer Kirsty, I've constructed a 13-foot frame, and now my top priority is ensuring the hammock is up to the job.
There's lots of elements to the hammock that need to be strong. The frame needs to be strong, the slats need to be strong, and how I anchor it needs to be strong. Failure of any one of those 3 components is going to end in an injury. So it's vital that I get this as strong as possible.
For super strong fixings, I'm cutting down heavyweight bolts to the exact length I need. Before I secure them through both the beech and sapele struts. These bolts will hold the hooks from which the timber slats will hang.
That's nice and tight. Fingers crossed, it takes the weight.
Health and safety sorted, I'm moving on to my next job, sanding down the beech and sapele slats, which are formed perfectly in the curved mould. But to make the most of these gorgeous timbers, it's time for some wax.
Now, wax polishes are a colour mixed with a solvent to dissolve beeswax, and you paint it on. Once that solvent that's dissolved the wax has evaporated, you're left with a hard coat of wax. And as the wax fills the grain, you buff it off and it puts a nice shine on it. And then I want to be confident that over time it's just going to get better. Now that's the first one waxed. 24 to go, plus some end pieces, plus that enormous frame. So I'm gonna need a lot more wax than I've got in that tub, and a lot more elbow grease.
Next up on my rainbow table project, I'm making a start on the timber base. And as I want the colourful resin top to do all the talking, I'm keeping it simple by using some everyday scaffolding planks that I've rescued from another job. These 2 pine planks were joined together in an X shape to form the base of the table.
I'm just scoring the joints for my rainbow resin table base. Scoring them should help the blade follow the line properly, and it makes it a bit easier for me to see where it's going to go as well. I'm doing this by hand, so I'm using my Japanese saw. This is really great for beginners and people who are not quite so strong because it cuts on the pull rather than the push, which is what a Western saw does. And these are beautiful to use, these saws. I really love them. Can be a little bit hard to start it off, but once you get going...
I'm using my Japanese Ryoba saw to cut an angled section from the scaffold board.
The scariest bit is the start of it, because you get that wrong and then it's all totally wonky.
With a corresponding cut on the other board, the two should slot perfectly together in an X shape.
Now I'm going to use my coping saw or fret saw, and this has a tiny little blade. You can see how I've set it in there on a slight angle. It's a bit harder than the Japanese saw.
I'm using plenty of wood glue on the inside of each slot. Now I've just got to join them together.
Just have to make sure I get it up the right way now, because the bottom of the cross is bigger than the top. So if I get it, if I get it around the wrong way, it ain't gonna work. Well, good luck trying to get that out of there. Look at that. I'm really pleased with that. Sleek, beautiful legs that don't take anything away from the top, but just really enhance its natural beauty.
My project for mental health volunteer Kirsty has been a mammoth task. I've built a 13-foot frame and 25 individual slats for this garden hammock.
That goes around there, that comes into there, that then pulls down there.
And now all that's left is to tie the slats into position to create the unique wooden cradle.
So it's one more knot, and then it's the moment of truth.
Matt came to see me as he wanted a gift for his friend Kirsty. Despite having PTSD herself, Kirsty provides help to people with mental health issues in the form of animal therapy sessions with dog Scooter, who has now arrived in the woods sporting his trademark dog-friendly dye job.
Hello, Matt. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Good
Good to be back here.
And you're Kirsty.
Hello.
Hello. Wondering why you're here.
Yep.
We've been hearing a lot about you, and especially about Scooter.
Okay.
Well, why doesn't Matt explain why he's brought you here?
You do so much for so many people, including me,
Okay.
that you've never had anything back. The amount of people you have helped, and we just wanted to give something back.
I think we both get a lot out of it.
Yeah, thank you.
But thank you.
We made you something.
Okay. Is it a big banana?
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I... As soon as I covered it, it's like, look, just looks like a banana.
It does
now.
kind of look like a banana.
Yeah. Ready to have a look?
Yeah. No way.
We've made you a wooden hammock for your garden.
You guys are incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, look, Scooter. Look, buddy. Look. It's amazing.
Something for the garden and something for you to relax on.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
So what kind of wood is it?
So we've got sapele on the top and beech in the middle and sapele under that again.
Is there a special way of doing it?
No, you won't break it, you won't damage it, you won't flip out.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There's your first moment of rest.
Come back in an hour.
We'll bring you a cup of tea.
How you reckon? That's amazing. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
It's going to look amazing in the garden.
It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah. What do you think, Scoots? Do you like it? Yeah? Come on then. Off you get. Whee! I get so much out of helping people like you, and you don't know how much it helps me to talk to you.
This had to be done.
Yeah, I'm not going to cry, but...
Just me and Matt then.
Yeah. So, you didn't have to do this, but I'm glad you did because it's amazing.
Well, leave it with us then. We'll get this into your garden.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Come on then, buddy.
It is incredible. It's beyond what I expected.
To get something specially made like that for me and something so beautiful, I feel very humble, but thrilled with it.
If anyone deserved this hammock, it was Kirsty and Scooter. I mean, seeing them both on it, she actually did look like she started to relax a little bit. It's something I've built that I'm really proud of. I love the shape and the colour and the form and the feel of it. I think Kirsty really saw that too. And just seeing her lie in it and start to relax just made all that work really worthwhile.
We've all been working so hard on our projects, there's barely been time to sit down. But with the fire lit, we're taking the chance for a chat and a cuppa.
I think if you like to make stuff and you're creative, you're always looking for the next thing to learn, aren't you?
Definitely. There's so many different branches and avenues, isn't there? I'm like a butterfly or a moth or something to a flame. Ooh, that over there, this over there. So I do a bit of everything. That's what I like to do.
I love the finishing side, and most people that make stuff love the making side, but that final 10% of finishing is just, you know...
It's what the client looks at, though.
Yeah, and that's the bit I love the most.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely. Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
On my bike rack project, I've still got a bit of a way to go before I can start thinking about the finishing touches.
Hanging bike rack's coming on beautifully. I've cut all the mortises and they're just really crisp now. When you do a really good wood joint and everything's cut perfectly, when you're knocking it together with a mallet, if it's been cut just right, that last bang makes a really satisfying sound. Nothing beats it.
These mortise and tenon joints take a lot of time and effort, but all that hard graft will be worth it if these joints are as strong as I think they are. Time for the shake test.
Feels pretty solid to me. It's not going anywhere.
Next, I'm onto a really vital part of my design, the all-important bike hanging mechanism.
Because I want the shelf to open up and then have a place for his seat post and seat to sit to support his bike, I've got to use a hinge to allow the shelf to kind of fold out like that. So I'm using these sprung hinges. They're pretty solid. They're designed for fire doors. They're going to be plenty strong enough to take the weight of a mountain bike. The only downside to that is this part here, the barrel, is massive.
Because of their size, these hinges will stick out like a sore thumb. I need to rebate them into the wood by removing enough material so they sit nice and flush.
That fits perfectly. Now all I've got to do exactly the same to the other piece, drill my hole for a seat post to sit in, put it all together, give it a sand and finish, and it's ready for him to hang his bike on forevermore.
On my rainbow table project for NHS Nurse Rob, it's finally time to remove the multicolour resin from its mould.
These colours are so beautiful. I literally feel like I could dive into this bit. Look at it. I think scoring it will hopefully help it to break in a clean, nice way.
I've had a brainwave and have adapted my clamps into spreaders to push the mould away from the resin.
I can hear it. I heard a little creak there. Something happening. Well, look, that side's actually coming off.
It's a nifty technique, but for the last push, I'm going to rely on a bit of brute strength.
I cannot tell you what a relief this is for this mould to be coming off. I will sleep well tonight. Oh, yes! Don't drop it.
With my tabletop safely removed from the mould, I think it warrants a little victory lap.
Oh, my
God.
What do you think of that then, eh?
It's like smoke. It's incredible.
I love all the swells and the colours.
Yeah.
It's like, it couldn't have come out better. I'm just so chuffed.
Karis, it's beautiful. I can't wait to see the legs on.
It looks like a rainbow, right?
Yeah, it really does. Really
Good.
does.
Right, I'm going to get on with the rest of this. Wish me luck.
See you later, Karis.
Thanks, guys.
My folding bike rack project for charitable mechanic Adrian has been a real test of my traditional joinery skills. I mean, there's a dozen interlocking mortise and tenons on this thing. Now, with the hard work over, it's time to enhance this beautiful oak.
The bike rack's nearly done. I'm just putting the last finishing touch on, which is some really hard-wearing hard wax oil. So any kind of water or muck or whatever that might land on the shelf, just wash off. Makes the wood almost waterproof. But the other benefit to this oil is that it really makes the oak look incredible. It brings the colour out, brings the grain out. It's probably one of the most satisfying parts of any build when you're using really nice wood. It's putting the oil on and just seeing it almost come to life. Can't wait to see his face.
When I met Claire, she told me all about mechanic Adrian, who has gone above and beyond to keep her charity's vehicles on the road. I'm hoping the bike rack I've made will act as a lasting token of her gratitude for his generosity.
Hello.
Hello.
You must be Adrian.
I am Adrian, yes.
Nice to meet you.
And to meet you.
Got any idea why you're here?
No.
I just really wanted to say thank you. You know, ever since that first vehicle, just knowing that we can call on you or you just offer to do anything and everything to keep our vehicles safe and roadworthy.
No, it's a pleasure. It's something that I've been thinking about for quite a long time. So I was really happy to have the opportunity to help the community out. So I'm just amazed that, you know, you've taken the trouble to arrange this.
Claire told me that you were quite a keen cyclist, so I made you a bird box.
That's fine.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, wow.
Made you a hanging bike rack. The shelf comes out like that, and you pop your seat post in there.
Perfect.
What was that?
You can stick your keys down the side, jackets and whatnot in there.
That is fantastic.
I just love the fact it's so sort of solid. It's fabulous. And so clever.
Do you want me to demonstrate?
Yeah, lovely. Thanks.
Just like...
Wow, that's far better than I've got at the moment. So it's...
Do you want to come and have a look?
Lovely, thanks.
I used a really traditional joint called mortise and tenon to hold all the opposing faces together, but I left the haunch on show just to have a little bit of design detail.
Yeah, I see what you mean about that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Fantastic, thank you very much.
Well, leave it with me and I'll make sure it gets to you safely.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thanks
thank you.
I've never had anything bespoke made for me, so to have something original just for me is fantastic. It's ideal for what I need, and it's so kind of Claire to arrange it because it's not something that I expected.
I hope that every time Adrian takes his bike off that he'll think of us and just remember that he's put a little smile on our faces and perhaps we've put a little smile on his.
I think it meant a huge amount to Adrian that Claire had organised all of this to do something so lovely for him because he'd done all of that for her charity, not wanting any recognition. He's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. And that, you know, that for me was enough incentive to make him something really, really nice.
On my table project for NHS Cancer Nurse Rob, I've got my scaffold base and resin tabletop done. Now it's simply a matter of joining them together.
Just one more. That looks good.
With my holes drilled, I'm giving the scaffold base a final sand, along with a coat of Danish wood oil. And then I'm nearly at the end of this rainbow. When I met Megan, she told me all about Rob, the NHS cancer nurse who looked after her when she was being treated for stage 4 lymphoma at the age of 17. Rob was such an amazing support to her that Megan wanted to give him something to show her immense gratitude. And now they're both in the woods to see what I've been up to.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Great to see you again, Megan.
Hi, you too.
You must be the amazing Rob.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Megan's told me so much about you, Rob. Why don't you tell Rob what you told me?
Okay, so 5 years ago, we met when you were treating me or doing my chemo when I had a stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. I don't know what I would have done without the nurses and especially you.
Thank you, those words are really touching.
I always remember you particularly making me laugh and my family always smile and us crying together on my last day of chemo.
I remember that. It was an emotional journey.
Yeah.
We all done it.
Yeah.
It was always a pleasure to look after you, always.
So I really wanted to do something really special for you, so that's how we've ended up here.
After hearing all the fantastic work you do, Rob, I wanted to make you something really, really special to reflect that. You ready to see it?
I am, yeah. Oh my God, it's amazing.
It looks so good.
It's really, really beautiful. Can I touch it? It's lovely, it's so, so nice. It's really, really beautiful, thank you.
So I've got your rainbow resin in there.
I think from when we spoke, you've captured Rob's personality and just his brightness and energy in general. It's so perfect, and just the spirit of the NHS as well. I don't think you could have done better. It's perfect.
Yeah, oh, thank you. That means the world to me. Something that you can actually use and put in the ward so that everyone can see.
I can't wait to see it in its new home.
Yeah.
I really, really can't.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya.
Bye. It is wonderful to see Megan healthy. Thank you very much for the gift and recognising the work that I do. From the bottom of my heart, really thank you.
It's really emotional seeing Rob after 5 years of being cancer-free and knowing that Rob is still helping people the way he helped me. I couldn't have asked for a better person to be there through all that.
Thank you for those words.
Thank you.
It's lovely. It really is lovely. It will be Rob and Megan's table. Yeah, literally.
I think Rob's face said it all. You know, he's such a modest guy, but I think he was just really blown away. And every time he looks at it, he'll be reminded of the fantastic work he does and how many people that he's kept alive and he's kept happy, and it's a fantastic feeling. I'm over the moon.